Yeah, that's what I was gonna
And
say.
put her
Like,
in a box, yeah.
いつも弾いてる環境と同じです。どんなところに
where exactly? she's like, she sees this damp basement. I'm home. It's like, oh, this is where I play all the time. Like,
Where do you live?
where do you
Oh,
live? Are you
Right
okay?
Mingos.
How can she? Hello and welcome to Shikanime. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Jessica.
And today we are going to be starting a new show because we are now fully caught up with the Apothecary Diaries. So we put up a poll on Patreon to find out what we should look at next. And Bocchi the Rock was the winner. So that's where we are at. I know nothing about the show.
I know very little. I know that she is, I know that Bocchi, the main character, if that's her name or not, she is a very good guitar player with a lot of social anxiety who has like, she's very popular online, but cannot make friends in the real world and ends up being in a band with some schoolmates or something. And it's about like her overcoming her own issues with being self-conscious and things like that. So I'm very interested to see what it's about. I know that it's supposed to speak a lot to people who work as artists and actors and musicians.
Okay.
And so that is one of the reasons that I put this as 1 2 3. I'm actually really happy that this is the one that won the poll.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. It sounds interesting. So hey, just so y'all know, if you want to see these episodes early and uncut, head over to Patreon. That is where we post them. And then they're on YouTube a few weeks later, usually. Because that is how time works. And also that's when I have time to edit stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting started with this. Let's begin.
私の赤があの指に止まっていいのかな。そう悩んでいるうちに乗り遅れて気づいたら一人ぼっちの子。遠足の時に
Is that like a bento box? That's
弁当の
cute.
おかずを交換していた一人ぼっちな子。ただいま。
I do feel that, although, like, they said anyone who wants to play, come play, but you didn't invite me specifically.
Yeah. That's those kind of open-ended questions like, hey, we're having a party, and that just sounds like, hey, we are having a party.
It's like, good for you.
But like, would you like to come to our party?
Yes,
like,
you need
some people need to hear that specific.
I need to hear that specific word. Hey, you should come to this thing.
See, I'm not typically that person, but I've had to learn how to be around people like that to like know that what I think is an obvious invite doesn't always come through. So I've had to learn through some of my friends who are a lot more self-conscious than I am, a lot more introverted, that I have to be like, hey, Lauren, I would like you to come to this party that I'm throwing, you know?
Yeah. So I get that, darling. Hitori.
学生の頃は教室の隅っこで本読んでるふりしてるやつでした。友達いなくて。
それが今では若者に絶大な人気を誇るバンドになったと。
A band who is extremely popular with young people.
そうなんですね。
This is how adults talk.
バンド組んだら私みたいな人間でももしかしたら輝ける。
Oh, my heart.
It does look good.
決めた。ギター上手くなる。で、学校でバンド組んで。E A G なんで突然英語
Never thought about that.
それで文化祭でライブしてみんなからチヤホヤされるんだ。
Dream big, girl. I love it.
Such a beautiful moment. Like the first time whenever you like hit a chord correctly and you know and you hear like how music is created. Like it's such a beautiful, like I remember like whenever I first started like guitar and ukulele and things like that. And when you're like, oh, this sounds like the things I want it to sound like, and I
Right.
can control that. That's just.
I hadn't considered though, like, is it always in English? Like musical
I
notation?
guess so. That's I was like, I didn't realize that. But
I didn't either, but I mean, I guess I learned how to read music and I speak English,
because
so
like
it
guitar
didn't.
was more of a Western instrument to start
Oh,
with.
that might have
so,
something to do with it too.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'm curious about that now, though. Like, is all musical notation? Because there's the IPA format, which is, but that's more about languages.
Yeah, I
And,
don't know.
like-
Anybody from the other side of the ponds, who is a musician, know the answer to this?
Yeah.
Or maybe just somebody smarter than us. Hey, Google.
Hey, Google.
But no. Okay, so here we go. 3 years later. I'm glad that they didn't just make her like some
Amazingly
savant that-
prodigy.
yeah. Better look garage.
I mean, she
band.
still has improved immensely in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I guess if she doesn't do anything but
Think-
play guitar.
Yeah, but it takes that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, get it.
おや
This is a very guitar heavy band that they've
Yeah.
got. 3 guitars and a drummer. That's a lot. It didn't look like any of them was a bass either. It was like,
But yeah, I didn't pay that much attention. I was just more like.
I mean, I
bopping.
was bopping, but I was also like, there are 3 electric like guitars. I did not see a bass or like they all looked the same.
人様の前で演奏できるように毎日
6
Wow.
hours
練習
every
を続け
day.
た結果その前に人気バンドのカバー動画アップしなきゃお父さんに勧められてギターヒーロー名義で弾いてみた動画上げ出して結構
Nice.
この前の動画うまいって言
So
わ
I
れ
just
る
love
し
the closet thing. Like
Her little
trying to-
SoundCloud.
な
Yeah.
くても大丈夫ネットには私に反応してくれる人がたくさんいるもんここ CD 持って行って机に置いたり
Oh,
話しか
girl,
けて
that's not enough.
グッズ持ってアピールしたり話しかけてお昼のリクエストソングで
次の曲は2年 A 組後藤さんのリクエストです。
当時ハマってたデスメタル流して
お前の頭蓋骨を破砕したぞ。フラッシュバックだ。
Oh god.
I feel that.
Yeah. Letting
Classified
people
ad.
know that she plays guitar.
Sleep fight. Oh, she's just gonna bring the guitar to school. I love
Oh.
it.
I mean, honestly, that's a
かっこいい一気にバンド
She does.
ただものじゃない
She's got the hair for it and everything.
yeah.
すごいこれは絶対誰か話しかけてくれるはず今年の文化祭は忙しくなるぞ
Honestly, people are probably just intimidated by her. Like she looks really cool.
And if she's been like super aloof like
Yeah.
her whole life and she's just like people are like, oh, she doesn't want to talk to any, but it's like
I feel like that's something I wish that I wish that we all would have known, like in high school, middle school, that a lot of times it's like, you know, like you hear your parents like, oh, they're just jealous. Sometimes it kind of really is that like people just think that you are too cool, like, you know, or they think that because you're not talking to them
that yeah, you don't want to talk. Yeah, exactly.
Especially like, I mean, she's bringing her CDs and putting them up there just in her mind to start a conversation, but a lot of people are just like, well, I don't know what that music is, so you know, like
Right? And it's just like it's like sometimes you want to start a conversation, but I feel like putting CDs on the desk, not the way to do it.
yeah.
This but like
this
people
is an
think you're selling
exploration of
something.
how not to connect to people.
Exactly, exactly.
だからそのゴキ尻が
次移動教室理科室 B
この後さカラオケとかさ
それいいねあれ深夜テンションのまま暴走しすぎたこんなに
I think if she, like-
バンド少女
I'm putting out powerful rocker chick vibes.
あえて話しかけてこないという可能性は
That's what we were saying
Yeah,
she
yeah,
did.
it's like you make
I was like,
yourself
go to the
unapproachable.
quad and start strumming.
いや
Yeah.
分かってますよ他力本願で物事うまくいくはずないってあ登録者数3万超えてる
Good for her.
Hi.
そうだよ私の居場所はネットだけギターギターどのくらい弾ける あ、そこそこかと。そっか。ちょっと今困ってて、無理だったら大丈夫なんだけど、困って絶対大丈夫ないやつ。
This is what you wanted.
Yeah.
私のバンドで今日だけサポートギターしてくれないかな。バンド？これからライブなのにギターの子が突然やめちゃって。ある程度これからライブ？何とぞ。あ、いや。
Oh, ain't it the truth? It's like fear of success.
She didn't even wait for her to say yes. She's
Yeah.
like, great, let's go.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind too, is like whenever you're like worried about why things aren't going well for you, like if that thing that you wanted just fell into your lap,
What would you do with it?
Would you be ready? Would you be ready for it?
Would you be able to pick it up?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's true. Like, I had started a policy
Mm-hmm.
when I was in college of essentially kind of doing the yes man thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like you
it's
don't say no. Like, even if it's like, I'm really tired. I mean, you know, you can say no if it's something that you actually don't want to do. But if you're just sort of like, I'm tired, I don't really want to go out, go out.
go out.
Like,
I do.
you-
I do the same thing.
You'll
so, yeah.
always. And my thought was, I will regret the things I did not do more than the things I'll regret doing. Like,
And yeah, if you
and-
regret doing something, it's a story.
right. And in general,
Like-
that is proven true. Like, there's been a few times where I'm like, I mean, that backfired spectacularly, and like, ooh,
I've had just enough times where I've said yes to projects when I was exhausted, whenever I
Mhm.
knew that that I wasn't really fully prepared to take it on, and had to learn that there are times whenever I do need to take a step back
Yeah.
and be able to say no to something. But
there are times, but in general,
yeah.
don't limit yourself by being like, I'm not in the mood, or I'm not
Yeah.
like, you know. And if you get there and it's still an issue,
It's
then you can go.
always-
You
yeah.
can always leave. But like, it's almost always
It's
better
always
to.
it's so easy to make an excuse for something, like especially like, you know, it's like what me doing like stand up and open mic.
Mhm.
The easiest thing to like, oh well, my stomach kind of hurts, like, oh well, I've got to wake up early in the morning, there's 1,000 reasons to say no to something.
Yeah. I mean, you
今
don't.
日出演するライブハウスはスターリーって言うんだけどね。私出演するライブハウス。
I like she did not give her a chance to say no or find out how good she actually is.
Yeah.
She just saw a guitar.
私そこでバイトしてて。着いた。ここだよ。魔境？
The Dark Land.
おはようございます。初ライブハウス。このクラス。
I hope it goes well.
圧迫感。
I'm kind of nervous that she's gonna like flake out.
ひとりちゃん大丈夫？私の家。違うよ。今日共演するバンドってどうしても怖そうなイメージあるけど、所詮インドアの集まり、影の罠、陰キャの集団、みんな私と同じ。
Yeah.
そうこの子、後藤ひとりちゃん。奇跡的に公園にいたギタリストだよ。
Her hair is fine.
I'm
子は睨まれてる？この子はベースの山田亮だよ。
okay, so we do have a bass
bass.
player.
申し訳ございません。大丈夫だから亮は表情が出にくいだけ。変人って言ったら喜ぶよ。
I don't actually.
実は怖い。でもこれから楽しいことがたくさん待っている気がする。
I like the positivity.
Yeah.
I also kind of love how they like keep jumping between perspectives too a little bit. Like
Yeah.
you do get to see what's in Blondie's head as well
Yeah,
as
it's like I might have made a mistake. I don't know.
the occasional third person omniscient is fun.
Yeah.
これ今日のセットリストとスコア。バンドメンバーはこれで全員だよ。私たち今回はインストバンドだから。うん。この曲ならいける。でもボーカルいない分演奏頑張らないと。私ギターうまいらしいしやれるはず。
You've got 30,000 people that say you're good, so.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
だってネットだと結構いや割と評判いいし登録者数3万人だしいるし
They're definitely talking to her right now and she's not listening.
下手だなんで私ギターヒーローなのに登録者数3万人なのに説明しようバンドは生身の人間と呼吸を合わせることがとっても重要だけどコミュ障の一人は目すら合わせられないので突っ走る演奏はするソロ弾きは最強でもバンドになるとミジンコ以下最弱になるのだどうもプランクトン後藤です売れないお笑い芸人みたいな人出てきたこうして後藤一人は灰となりもう二度とギターを持つことはなかった
Really?
Whoa, no, wait.
Oh, wait,
We're
no.
Like, yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Okay, that got me too. I was like, wait, that.
I was like, what? Already?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I mean, it makes sense. Is like all of her performing so far has been only with herself.
Yeah.
Like she's never had to pay attention to keeping up with other people.
And well, that's honestly always been the thing I have the most difficulty with in a performance is to like keep like with the pianist is to be like, oh right, I have to keep with them.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I've always struggled with myself. It's like if I'm playing myself, I can do whatever I want to at whatever speed I desire.
You can feel it out, but like no, it's like
it's hard
feel out what
to
they're doing.
make that adjustment.
Yeah.
本番始まっちゃうよ
She put herself in the trash can.
一人がやじられたら私がベースでポムってするから
Bonk!
ベースそんなファンシーな音しますかね流血沙汰もロックだから普通の女子高生に演奏の良し悪しとかわかんないって
True.
炎上しそう
It's not just the girls though. It is all high
like,
school.
All high schoolers. They don't really
Like,
know.
high schoolers really don't know what they're talking about. You'll be fine.
だから安心せい無理強いするもんじゃないだよね無理なお願いしてごめんあ、売れ線の
Pat her
カ
on
バ
the
ーば
head.
っか
Yeah.
なんかギターヒーローさんみたいだね
Oh, they know her.
多分私最高おすすめに何度も上がってくるから見たことあるけどすごくうまかったねネーミングセンスはちょっと痛いけど私フォローして新着通知もオンにしてるんだいつか一緒に演奏してみたい
You just did. Oh, look, no rabbit, no life. I don't know what that means, but I
な
love
何が言
it.
いたいかっていうとうまくて話題の人もね
Oh my god, are we gonna do like a secret identity thing here where she doesn't tell them that she's Guitar Hero?
I think so.
Yes, I love
if
it.
they've gone this far without her being like, actually, I
That's
don't know, maybe.
Oh, that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Like, how far can we go without her telling them that she's Guitar Hero?
だった
Yeah.
She stood up.
立ってるでもやっぱり怖いお客さんの目線も耐えられる
Can you like hide?
怖いならこれに入って演奏したら
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Let's
say.
put her
Like,
in a box, yeah.
いつも弾いてる環境と同じですどんなところに
where is that? she's like, she sees this damp basement. I'm home. It's like, oh, this is where I play all the time. Like, where do you live? Are you
Right
okay?
Mingos.
How can she even like fit her guitar in there? Is she like holding it like this?
まだバンド名聞いてなかったですあ結束バンドだよ結束バンド結束バンド傑作寒いし絶対帰るなんで可愛いよね
Zip tie.
We are zip tie.
後回しで
Actually,
そろそろ
like,
出
I
番
don't
だ
need
よ
that.
大丈夫下手でも楽しく弾くことだけは心がけよう音ってものすごく感情が現れやすいからはい技術を求めていくのは次からで全然いいよ
This we can work on the skill later.
Yeah.
Bitch.
We're
Okay.
just like we're just gonna be really cool to start off with, and then like we'll like work on this skill later.
I
yeah.
like that their whole thing was you're not keeping up with us, and then they're putting her in a box so she can't see them when they play.
Very true.
Like that's
Well,
not
she's
gonna.
got, like the little flap.
She
Maybe,
does,
like,
but like the whole she doesn't want anyone to see her in there. So it's like
maybe if it's like turned to the side.
maybe
like,
yeah, she's like backwards. It's like why do you have a box on stage? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's our
Don't-
music box.
Don't worry about the mango box. It's fine. Shh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Shh, don't worry about it. It's a gimmick for the band. Zip tie.
はじめまして傑作バンドです今日はみんなも多分知ってる曲を何曲かやるので聞いてください
誰?
Oh, all right.
We got a jamming
実
box.
力出せなくて最悪だけどバンド組んで誰かと演奏するのってこんな楽しいんだ。
何何怖いんだけど。
次のライブまでにはクラスメートに挨拶できるくらいにはなって
Good for you.
何の宣言？目覚ましい成長。でもそっか。
よーし、じゃあ今からぼっちちゃん歓迎会兼ライブの反省会だ。
今日は人と話しすぎて疲れたので帰りま
I'm finally gonna get brave enough to say hello to some people. Let's start now. No.
Can't. Done. Donezo. I'm done. To be fair, this is more social interaction than she's ever had in her entire life.
す。
Yeah.
コミュ障直して。
She talked to 2 new
私として
people.
の力を
But
発
she
揮するんだ。
performed live on stage in a box, but still, like that's
みじかちゃん、
huge.
ジョーさん、結束バンドのために。
I think that I prefer this song in the intro. Like this is cute, but
Yeah. I do like that the songs are, we're not doing the preview. We're not
Yeah.
listening. I do like that the songs are actually relevant to the thing. So many times, like the song, I'm just like I try to desperately figure out
like, oh, what's
How
the
does
connection?
this
Like, no,
relate?
this is about her. Like,
no, this has nothing to do with okay, but these songs both actually are about what she did, and you can kind of see like she wrote the songs.
Yeah.
Like it kind of feels like she wrote them. This is her. So I'm like I like that.
Yeah.
It feels apt.
apt.
Yes. I wonder, like, I mean, she's got to get out of that box at some point.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I like the box thing though. Is like that's kind of a like.
That's kind of funny.
But yeah, if the whole point is that she's not paying attention to the rest of the band, like how is that?
Right.
at
But to
all
be
gonna help?
fair, this is her, like, she's literally now played with other people twice in her entire life. Like,
Yeah.
it was today. So, like, you know, like, they'll go do rehearsals, they'll do practices, and she'll get used to playing with other people.
Yeah, and I think that also like meeting these two particular personalities are really gonna help her. Like, there's one very, very outgoing, like just
Yeah.
don't not even overthink it. Don't think about it. Just do it. And then the other one who is like pretty reserved and still proud and still like confident.
Yeah.
So like you can kind of like see like okay.
It's like you can see where she could kind of potentially
Yeah.
fit in. Because, I mean, oh, Baby Girl is so dramatic. I love it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, I feel it's like.
And then she turned to dust. The end.
Like, I love it. It's like, it is very high school girl.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the writers actually did a pretty decent job. Like, no, that is pretty accurate.
Well, yeah.
That felt real. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but I remember that. I remember those
Yeah.
feelings.
So exciting to see her grow a little bit. as
It
we
will
go
be fun.
forward,
And it's
so.
like, I like that you can see, too, where the trajectory is
Yeah.
gonna go. It's fun. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing with me.
Yeah.
And thanks to our patrons who voted on the show. We'll keep going with it. I'm looking forward to see what happens next.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye.